What's up, y'all? Welcome to the continuation of this Zodiac signs that I was actually live yesterday, but I had something to do. Plus, I had like my face felt like it was gonna explode. I had a lot of sinus pressure, so I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna continue where I left off, which was like the middle of the mid Leo reading here. And I was barely pulling some cards. So I'm going to ask you to go to the other one, the previous one. And if you are here listening for, your zodiac sign of Leo, I started it in the previous video. So there's more information um, for you in the other video. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue where I left off and go from there. Let me add a little bit more light to this. Maybe that's good. I feel a lot better today. I took some Benadryl yesterday, and oh my god, it definitely made a difference. Can't wait to take another one. But here we go. All right, so just do a quick recap of Leo's energy. The energy you got was external validation with the Sacred Creator Oracle, and there was some sort of energy of you clinging to the past lovers, past situations, things that didn't work out for you in the past. You keep thinking that things are not going to work out for you in the future or something like that. It's like there's no sense of maybe, like, you feel like there's no like you're not confident. Okay, Leo. But then we have this alignment to source, this alignment to the universe, that is going to allow you to be some sort of facilitator for healing, or something about your words. I think, again, you got to go back to the other video and watch the beginning of the Leo part. As far as friends and family, you have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Again, I feel like somebody's putting you on the spotlight. If not, there's crazy things happening here, or in your friend circle, in your family circle, where you're gonna either see somebody getting really sick or somebody needing some sort of surgery, because swords do pertain, it's intellectual, but it also connects to like surgical or health problems, okay, health issues. But I feel like if you're not the one getting sick, or if you're not going through some sort of a surgery or anything like that, maybe somebody around you, it's gonna be is gonna have to go through some surgery. It's something that they postpone, or is something that they knew a while back about, but they never did anything about it. I feel like they procrastinated. I also feel like you're gonna find out that somebody got injured, or again, somebody's ill in your family. If not, I feel like somebody's putting you on the spot and telling you a lot of things when it comes to your friends and your family. Like, somebody in your circle is like telling you a lot of things that are kind of heartbreaking for you. Okay, when it comes to love, when it comes to the heart, it feels like there's been a lot of blockages for you, Leo. You have the Death card and the the Ten of Wands, which signifies that when it comes to love in your heart, it's been very difficult for you to allow somebody into your heart. It's been kind of hard. It's been a big battle, especially with that, Ten of Wands there. It feels like, as much as you try to love somebody, or you try to find a divine partner here, like there's other things getting in the way. For some of you guys, it's like, for you to find love, like there's difficulties with like finances, work. Maybe you're always busy with family. Maybe you got a lot of clientele, and you have a lot of appointments, and it feels like finding time for love is going to be kind of hard now, through, I don't know, maybe through the next 10 days. I would just put it that way. 10-13 days is going to be like it's going to be hard for you to like even find time for someone. Okay, I also feel like you're releasing, you're letting go of people that make it kind of difficult for you to like move forward when it comes to like love. Right, the death card does signify like changes, and does signify that you're getting rid of stuff that, or people that don't really match with you, or you guys don't really align together. Combining the death card with the 10 of wands to me is like, the 10 of wands is it's the last card of that suit of wands. So it's like you're almost there. It's been difficult, or it's going to be difficult, but as soon as a little bit of time passes, you're going to realize that all those difficulties, blockages, and obstacles become or get out of your way. They give you this free pass or path, for you to like, invite new love into your heart. Okay, I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while since you've have had some sort of like strong connection. I don't know. I'm talking to a Leo that has pretty much shut down their heart chakra, or their heart, or they just don't have, they feel like they believe that it is just, love is not there for them. Like they believe that it's just gonna be too much, or too difficult, or love is too difficult. Maybe you're a Leo that you're telling me you gave up in love already. Like it's just not, you keep ending up with people that don't really match with you and make everything super difficult when it should be just easy, right? Let's see when it comes to money and finances here. I feel like there's a little bit of money increase in the next 4 months for you, Leo. There's money being added to your paycheck, or maybe there's some sort of how would you say, like maybe there's a bonus or something like that coming in here for you. There's also like a project or something you're doing on the side that is giving you a little bit more money. I feel like you're going to be investing money into your home, apartment, decorating furniture and stuff like that. But it feels like you're doing it because you have nothing else to do. When it comes to like friends and family, it's just very difficult. Like it feels like, again, you guys are not aligned, or you feel misaligned. And when it comes to the heart, it's like you're going through this I don't know. Jeez. Death card and the 10 of wands, you're going through this really hard time right now. I'm not trying to laugh because I'm a Leo too, but I'm like, damn, like, is it ever gonna end, right? As far as money and finances, I think you're just going to focus on your home. There's some repairs or something that you got to do at home, or you're going to be spending money on, if you have a relationship, if you're committed, there's going to be money spent there, which is, going out, celebrating, maybe a graduation, or maybe you guys are going to plan a wedding if you are married or about to get married, actually. 7 of cups. There's a lot of things to do. I feel like investing in your home, it's going to be part of I don't know, maybe this entire year. The next 7 months is like trying to fix things or trying to improve your home, but it feels like it's gonna go it's gonna be little by little. So you're gonna be spending like a little bit of money on one thing, waiting another month, and then saving up a little bit of money. But your goal is going to be like to work on your foundation or your home, okay, when it comes to like where you live, or maybe just your relationship. I feel like overall, when it comes to your career, Leo, I feel like you're in a good place. I feel like that there's growth there, but at the same time, it's like you don't see it, or you feel like it's gonna take forever. There's also options available for you. You're gonna notice that a lot of people are gonna start offering you things. Hey, come work with me. We're offering this. We can train you. We can help you with this. And you're gonna start getting confused on what is it that you really want. Like it could be that you're a Leo that does a lot of things. And have multiple incomes, but nothing is like, you don't have a set job, or like a like a permanent career. It's just like you do little things here and there. You know, I know this probably not gonna this is probably not gonna resonate for anybody, but this could be like a maybe like a self contractor or something like that, or like those mobile mechanics where one day they might have like 10 repairs, but then the next day there's nobody's calling or nobody's saying anything, and then over the weekend you get up to 20 repairs. So it's like on and off, for some of y'all. But I feel like your money will increase, and your work will become a little bit more steady here. You gotta figure out a way to find out what you really want, what's gonna make you successful. I feel like you've been wanting to be, free, financially free and abundant here, and you have the capability. It's just that you have to. There's some sort of I don't know. There's some sort of idea or thought that is gonna help you like push your business forward, your career forward, and I feel like you're gonna like that. But you're only gonna acquire that when you go, because the Hermit is here. So it's like when you go deep down and really analyze what you really want and what you're doing and where is it that you feel like things are not moving forward. And when you like look deep into it, dive pretty deep into it, I feel like you find some sort of solution to it. Okay, let's see what you don't see coming in the near future. Wow. Leo. Is this okay? One more. Okay, well, you don't see coming. I feel like you're taking a new chance, a new leap of faith when it comes to career, job. I feel like you're just bored of what you do. You don't feel content if you're not getting. I need to put the camera more up. But if you feel like things haven't been good for you financially, I feel like you're looking to take a leap of faith somewhere else. You're looking to take another, a fresh start, a fresh beginning somewhere else. But there's gonna be a lot of competition. What you don't know is whoever. Remember how I said some people are gonna be offering you job opportunities and stuff like that. What you don't know is that there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition where you're headed or where you might take a leap of faith. So you have to be strong on how you speak. You have to be bold, and you have to be a true go-getter. I feel like if you're a Leo that hides behind the curtains or is shy, a Leo that can't speak in public or something like that, I feel like I'm one of those. It's gonna be very difficult for you. So make sure to understand, if you do accept any job offers in the future, to understand that, or ask them what is it that you got to do, because I feel like you have to do some sort of presentation. You have to be in front of the crowd, and I'm not saying that you can't do it. I just feel like it for you is going to be like a kind of a difficult time for you, like something that you have to overcome, but it's going to be kind of awkward for you. Okay, and if you do take up on that opportunity, this is a chance for you to evolve and change, right? Once we face our biggest fears is when we unlock the next level of ourselves. So there's a positive shine to it, like it's gonna be good for you, but at the same time, if you're not ready, then it could be like one of those horrible experiences. And I'm not saying like to not do it. I feel like if you go for it, I think even if that doesn't work out, I feel like it's gonna unlock you to take up on other opportunities that have maybe like a higher commitment or more power of authority. And I think you're going to be able to do great, because Leos are leaders, but also Leos require some sort of like they need to be comfortable with the people that they're around or with, right? Some Leos are just like natural go-getters, leaders, but some of them are like shy, I would say. I think that's why in the Wizard of Oz, the lion, I think, wanted courage or something like that. I can't remember quite well what. It's been years since I've seen the Wizard Oz. Sooner than I actually watched it in Spanish, I think. Can't remember. Sooner than sooner than you expect, around March, which is March already passed, you know? So maybe something that you had already like wished for or try to manifest when it comes to finances, and maybe in the month of March is gonna like happen for you pretty soon. So get ready, okay? Now again, um, I feel like it's one of those things where like you're gonna, you know, take that leap of faith. But again, the 501s, either there's a lot of competition, or like there's a lot of internal conflict where like inside of you you're like, shoot, am I doing this right? Am I making this, you know, am I gonna make it here, you know? Um, but yeah, I feel like you got this overall. I know my style of reading is different. I know that you guys are used to like what other tarot readers how they read, but I figure that if I'm gonna be the same as the other tarot readers, then I'm just gonna be part of them. So I'm trying to do my own thing. So if you don't like the spread, don't worry, because I'm gonna do multiple and different spreads and different, you know, different readings. So um, just, you know, like and subscribe. I might also shift or change the free tarot readings to subscriptions only, or subscribers only. So if you haven't subscribed, I've been doing free tarot readings for, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years here. So if you don't have money to get a you know, a tarot reading, or if you have a specific question and you want like insight on it, maybe a prediction of what might happen, you know, when it comes to like love, work, career, you know, make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I come on the, you know, on the YouTube live. And I'm gonna say this, you know, so you don't think I'm like ignoring you. If I'm reading for the 12 zodiac signs or a specific sign, you know, if you see the title that says Cancer, you know, love interest, whatever, don't ask me questions. I'm not gonna stop the reading to answer your question, you know. So if it says free tarot readings, that's you can literally just ask me your question, you know, like on and on until like I answer you or I pick you randomly, you know. But I hope you respect that, and I hope you understand that, okay, that if I'm reading for the 12 zodiacs or for a specific zodiac sign, please do not ask me for advice or anything like that, okay? Okay. Here we go. If you're dealing with an Aries, there's a lot of blockages here. I feel like it's going nowhere. I feel like this connection is stagnant. 10 of Wands signifies that either you're blocked or they're blocking you. It cannot move forward for whatever reason. The Wands signify to me sometimes excuses. So there's things that you might not like about this person, and this person doesn't like about you, and so they're making those the blockages, those excuses. If you're dealing with a Taurus, Leo, and Taurus, I feel like if it's been slow, I feel like this Taurus is about to get moving. They're gonna come towards you. They're gonna message you. Okay, if the Taurus has been holding back, they're ready to commit to you, or at least see you, you know, date you or whatever. Let's see, Taurus, Gemini. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is choosing to not connect with you, to not move forward with this connection. Lovers and the Tower signifies that someone took a decision to just not, or they're realizing that this connection might not work out. Even though there's a strong connection here, it's gonna be hard for you guys to, like, you know, end up together. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, ooh, the Sun Psychic, how are you? If you're dealing with a Cancer, what's up, AJ? If you're dealing with a Cancer, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you. If you're dealing with a Cancer, I feel like their Cancer's trying to get balance here. They will communicate with you, okay? I don't know if they're ready to, like, date or come towards you like in person. I feel like there's communication, text messages happening with the Cancer. If you're dealing with another Leo and Leo, they feel stuck. They feel like this connection is not going anywhere. Eight of Swords, again, they got something else in their mind that they're just busy with. I feel like also, if you're dealing with another Leo, they could be dealing with someone else right now at the moment, you know. Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo doesn't trust you, Leo, or vice versa. You don't trust the Virgo, and I feel like this connection is gonna be at a halt. It's not gonna go anywhere until there's clarification or there's a conversation happening between y'all two on why this situation seems like a little sketchy, or seems like, you know, it's just why does it seem sneaky, you know, or why someone is sneaky. Maybe that's the question. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, beginning maybe like you know, a financial difficulty. Oh no, I'm good. No, yeah, it was Libra and then Scorpio. Well, Libra, if you're dealing with the Libra, I feel like the Libra were all about you, Leo. Strong, vexated toxicity here when it comes to you, and they see you as a soulmate, as somebody that they were meant to be with. But I'm not sure, because, you know, these cards came out, the Devil and the Five of Cups. Okay, the Cap. Okay. Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, it's weird. This is weird. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I feel like there's an Aquarius here who's angry at you, does have a lot of love for you, Leo. There's an Aquarius that really genuinely loves you. I don't know if they want a new beginning with you, because, you know, they have or maybe this could be a new lover or something like that. They have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, which is like they do have genuine love for you, as well as they do feel, you know, physically attracted to you, and they also want that new beginning with you. But the way the way they're coming towards you is like they feel mad, or they feel guarded. They feel like they gotta protect themselves. They feel like they can't choose, or they can't show you their true feelings and emotions. It's like someone that is like communicating but hiding really how they feel. They don't know they don't know how to communicate something, right? They're also like entrapped in their own thoughts of what is this, okay, what's going on. They do check your social media, and or your maybe they do spy on you, you know. It could be a new Aquarius, or it could be someone from the past. I don't know. If you're dealing with a Pisces, if you're dealing with the Pisces, I feel like the Pisces is waiting on you. I feel like the Pisces has been wanting to manifest this or make this work out, Leo. Yeah, they want to come towards you. They feel like you're the one. They really do see you as somebody who they just want next to them, you know. It's like you're gonna complete their 10 of Cups. They're very sexually aroused by you. I don't know what that means, but it feels like they're waiting on you to make a decision, or they just, maybe they're not doing anything right now at the moment, but they're gonna come in quick, hot and quick, fast and hot and fast. I don't know. That's all I have for you, Leo. Let's move on to Virgo. Cool. All right. I gotta read faster because I feel like I take breaks sometimes. Let me switch over to Virgo. There it is. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for being here. This is your energy check, okay? It's kind of like the energy around you now and the near future. It just depends, you know, what you're going through and how your timeline is, I will say. Let's see what we have for you here, Virgo. Thank you so much for the likes and for the positive comments here. Thank you so much. Remember, you can schedule a reading if you like. If you go to the community section of my channel, there's ways of you for you to like email me, text me, or I don't know. There's times where I do free, you know, I do free readings. So if you don't have money and you really want to know about something, you can just email me and tell me, hey, this is my situation. Can you help me out? You know, I don't mind doing that. If I do have the time, I'll definitely do that. I've done it so many times before. So, you know, just so you know, I got a big heart, but I also got to eat. All right, let's see here. What's going on for Virgo? What's happening here? All right, Virgo. We have a card here that kind of bothers me a little bit. Well, nah, it's something that is, I would say, that everybody kind of suffers from, right? And it's comparing ourselves to others, comparing our story to others, comparison, right? And the card has a tree and a bamboo tree or whatever it's called. Cane, or I don't know if it's a cane, but and comparing those two, it's a little pointless because they're two different types. And I've always said this in my channel, like you're unique all the way down to your fingerprint. So why would you compare your life story, your your pain, your suffering to someone else, right? To someone else's, especially your success, or maybe even your failures, because we're meant to fail. Like if for whatever reason you think that life is supposed to be good and life is supposed to be great and beautiful, and it's supposed to be like that for the rest of your life, then you are in this delusional state. You don't understand, really. Comparing yourself to others, and I feel like even wanting to be like someone that you're not, it's kind of affecting you in a way where you're a little bit delusional. Okay, you're a little bit in this little cloud. So like I'm hearing like Earth to Virgo, it's time for you to like to stop comparing yourself, or for some of you guys is like stop hiding who you really are, like step out of that shell for some reason. Okay, they're asking you to gain courage, because that's the only way. Courage, that's the only way. If you look at the card, the plant has thrived on a rock. Okay, and a crack of a rock, the plant has thrived, and the plant said, you know what? This is out of the ordinary. This is something that rarely happens, but I'm going to sprout here. I'm going to force my way through the crack, or, force my way through and, bloom my flowers. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength and power. So, again, it's like some of you Virgos is like you have what it takes. You have what it takes, and don't get shut down. Don't feel like, don't feel like yeah, you got to push through. Sorry, I just got a text message. if you're a Virgo that gets very heavy or gets very overwhelmed by what's going on around you, like work, or maybe being unemployed, or your surroundings are just overwhelming. Maybe there's somebody giving you a lot of pressure. Hey, bills are due. Hey, this project is due. You know, hey, you haven't created enough, like this particular group or this particular person, or maybe somebody's telling you, hey, you're doing, or this person's doing a little bit better than you. What's up with that? And it's someone's comparing you. I feel like, you gotta like release all that. The more you get, deep into it, the harder it's gonna weight you down. For you, Virgo, I feel like overall it's like it's time to take action in life. Get back to element is the card that you're getting right now. I don't know what's going on with you. And I'm not saying that you're not doing enough or you're not doing plenty or that you're doing things wrong or whatever, because obviously the first card is never compare your path or never compare yourself to like what's going on or to, but there's something here that needs to be addressed. And I think you've been procrastinating on it, or you've been holding back on it. So get back to element number 48. Let me see what that says real quick. Number 48. Get back to element. A time to bring some element magic into your life. Getting outside, doing something witchy or wild. Letting go of who you believe you have to be. See, I told you, comparing yourself or like needing to be someone. There's this saying, okay, so there's a lot of things that are coming to my mind. Is like, when you live your life based off external validation or other people, what they say about what other people say about you or what you want them to think about you, you're not truly living your life. You're living a life to favor others, right? Letting go of who you believe you have to be, stepping into your element self. So I feel like you've been forcing something, or you've been trying to force some sort of idea, some sort of way of trying to be, when in reality you're a whole different way. For some of you guys, my respects and all, but for some of you guys, maybe like stepping out of the closet, I don't know, for some of y'all. But a lot of you guys is like you've been trying to form this person. You've been forcing yourself to be a certain way, when in reality it's like you need to be yourself. It's like you haven't shown people who you really are, what you really like, what you're really about. Is like maybe you're shy, you hide behind a curtain or something like that. You only give a little bit of yourself and then you hide the rest. Okay, Virgo. But it's time to get back. It's time to get back on, under control, or just release the tension, release the weight from your shoulders and say, well, this is me. This is who I am. I freaking love Legos. I don't know. I love to play video games, and this is, as long as you're playing in a healthy, way, I guess. Like, don't tell me you're eating pizza and just sitting down for 12 hours straight playing video games, because that's very unhealthy. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you do whatever you want, because I honestly feel like there's got to be a balance. If you really take care of your body, if you really take care of your temple, then you're going to empower yourself and you're going to value yourself in a stronger way, And I feel like that's going to empower you to be who you're meant to be in this life. Okay. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. For some of you guys, for some of you Virgos, community is going to be very, very good for you. Like, I don't know, get out there and explore your community. I feel like if it's not community, it's just maybe get out there and talk to people and see if, I feel like there's something here that you can benefit from by socializing with friends and family, or if not just like, strangers, but with the same interests. Say if you go to the park, if you like playing basketball and you go to the park and you kind of talk to another group, they could be oh my god, they could be it could be positive because somebody could give you pointers, or somebody can tell you, hey, have you been to this place, you want to go, and then all of a sudden you start making new friends, and kind of like it pushes you to be a little bit more social and more comfortable with yourself. I don't know, that's kind of random. All right, let's see what's going on in your circle in regards to your family and friends here. I feel like when it comes to your family and friends here, maybe family or maybe just home, it feels like money has been very, very tight. And it does say that you guys are coming together. Your friends and family are coming together to put money together and pay something off. Okay. I feel like we are grouping together. For some of you guys, there's some sort of, I don't know, maybe like a trip that you guys want to do, or there's a party or celebration where you guys have to chip in money together and create this event. Could be more of an event or something like that. Okay. Like a family event or something like that. But it requires you guys to like pitch in some money. I also feel like when it comes to friends and family, there's reconciliations. There's coming together of old friends that you haven't seen for a while. Again, I feel like somebody here is like kind of giving putting this filter on, it's like you're there, you're present, but at the same time it's like you're not emotional. They see you as somebody who's very strong character, very committed, very, but very disconnected to your heart, but very dry, very cold. They see you as maybe an empowered individual, but also as somebody who might be a loner. Maybe you are a loner, but that doesn't bother you. But they do see you as somebody who's like, like that you need to loosen up a little bit, especially when it comes. I don't know why I'm getting like deja vu mixed with like weird, like flash, like people talking to, like maybe that you guys have already had this conversation in the past a long time ago, and it's like resurfacing, Your family and your friends, they do love you. They do love you. They care about you as well. But they feel like you've gone a little cold, a little distant. You've pushed people away. You're also maybe financially, you're some of you Virgos are like not well, and they want to help you. If you need help, I think friends and family will be the ones to help you, because they are pitching in money, or they are putting in, some sort of money for you if you need it. Some of you Virgos have some sort of idea, some sort of like investment, and you're trying to get people to, your friends and your family to go in it, and they are going to go in it because they do trust you. But you must remember that, you have to provide, or you have to like comply with everything. So Make sure that you're if people are giving you money, friends, family, make sure that there's a return date, or it's a good investment, right? Because the last people you want to fuck over is going to be like your friends and your family, right? When it comes to your heart, Virgo, when it comes to your heart, it says here that you're more interested in your finances and career. It feels like it feels like you've been entrapped in your own mind when it comes to like love connections, right? There's blockages there. There's difficulties. Like you could be telling me that it's difficult for you to like see yourself in a relationship, because this you're creating this, I don't know, maybe like I wanted to say like a tornado in your head of thoughts of why you're not good enough, or why a relationship is not good enough, or it's not good for you right now. You know, like you're putting a lot of excuses and you're implementing a lot of fear into your own head. You're saying I still need a little bit more work, I still need a little bit more healing, and then I'll be good. Or you're saying I just need to work, I just need to make this money, I don't need love. And that's how I see it right now. Some of you guys are working on healing. Some of you guys are working on, you know, mending that heart. You're trying to manifest somebody who's going to be like long term, who's going to choose you, and who's going to want to be all about you, vice versa. You want that. You want a person like that. But it feels like with that Eight of Swords, it feels like you just see it impossible. You don't see it happening at all. It's like you don't have faith when it comes to love. Like you might tell me that you're interested, you might tell me that you're on dating apps, but when reality happens, or when there's a connection, it feels like you just don't know what to do with it. You know, like you just don't know. Maybe like you haven't really fully healed, or maybe your heart chakra needs a little bit more, healing here. Give me one more card for the heart for Virgo. I want something positive. It's not positive. It feels like you just don't think you've lost more than you've won when it comes to love, Virgo. You've lost a lot more than when you touch on your heart, is like all you see is like heartache, heartbreaks, rejection, and it gives you this sour taste in your mouth, or like it gives you this fear in your head, like, oh my God, like how many bad apples am I gonna go through before I find the right one? And I feel like you're already losing your motivation. I feel like you're already like, you're not interested anymore, which is funny because that's how you manifest love. But at the same time, because the Eight of Swords is here, I'm going to tell you one thing. Even if you manifest love, it's going to be hard for you because you're implementing fear into your head. Could be that you keep thinking about somebody. You're still hung up on someone. I know nobody wants to hear that. Honestly, like I don't want to hear that. Whenever I hear reading and the tarot is like, oh, somebody from the... But in all reality, sometimes it's like I do catch myself thinking about that one particular person that didn't work out. And it's not that I'm like over here hurting about them. It's more like them, like I really wanted that to work and it didn't, Let's see, when it comes to career and finances for you, Virgo. Come on, Virgo. Come on. There's a new opportunity here for you. There's a new job being offered, like, to you. I do see a new job. I see two new possibilities here. I feel like one is going to be super exciting for you. It comes in as the Ace of Wands, so it's like a fresh start, new start on something that you're passionate about. Like you are, and I don't know, like you're excited about it. there's also a lot of hope, and there's also like this empowerment of like that, you can bring home the bacon, like you can bring home a lot of money. So there's, when it comes to finance, when it comes to finance and career, I feel like there's new opportunities happening for you. If it's not within the same company, there's, if you've been putting in applications, there's callbacks. There's two companies calling you back. One is going to be like, you don't even have to think about it. You're like, yes, I'll take that. Heck yeah, I'll start with you today, tomorrow, yesterday. Like, you want this, you've been wanting this, and it's here for you. And I feel like there's another company here who's like giving you some sort of, I don't know, I feel like a recap of really what's going on. And it's like, for you, it's more like I guess if it's a job, I'll take it, but you're not that passionate like the other one. I feel like you hold yourself back when it comes to like, like career. Virgo, you hold yourself back. Like, you have no idea of your potential, and you're making it kind of difficult on yourself. With that strength card right there, it says that you have to, like, remember, it's the card. When it comes to finances, is like, you got to push through. Courage, strength. You have to push. That flower kind of looks like the lady, pushing the lion's, or holding the lion's mouth open or snout, whatever. And it's like you have to push through. You have to, like, force yourself to, I don't want to say to be successful, but like you need to, like, man, you need to be more blunt. You gotta polish yourself. You gotta sell yourself when it comes to, like, jobs and interviews and stuff like that. Don't hold back. Speak, talk, show. Ask questions back, like, what am I looking at here in this job for, like, the next 5 years, 10 years? What are the possibilities? Like, I don't know. You need to ask questions to just throw them out, throw like a curveball and say, oh shoot, this guy is, or this woman is, like, a little different. But I feel like you hold back with that strength card. Like, you hold back if you're looking for a job. It also says that when it comes to your finances, money is going to be a little bit tight. It's like you need to hold on to your money a little bit, hold on to your savings. Try not to spend that much. There is a time for you, Virgo, where you're going to want to, like, do a lot of things, like buy things, get out, go on, I don't know, nights out on the town and spend money at bars or restaurants. And be careful with that. Be careful with that, because obviously the strength card says that to hold back a little bit, okay, when it comes to the finances. There is, I'm predicting for you, there is an opportunity for, maybe there's another position for you here, or maybe, again, if you've been applying to jobs or something like that you will definitely be successful. You will be successful when it comes to, like, money and career. You're coming up as the King of Wands and the Six of Wands, which is very successful, and also like a goal-getter, someone who is able to take control. Like, I don't know why you have this. I don't know if this is your blockage, or I don't know if this is like the like the card that says stop holding back and really push through. Like, be aggressive when it comes to, like, your interviews, and it's not about them interviewing you. Like, why not just interview them or something like that, But yeah, there's definitely something new happening here for you, okay? Something new is coming in for you, and it's going to be very, very successful for you. Very, very good, Virgo. I like it. Okay, if you're dealing with, I just got hired at Equinox, and I start training next week. I have an interview on Monday. If they offer me more, I'll go with them. Okay, good luck, AJ. Whatever works out, whatever is best for you, man. Like whatever you're passionate about too, because when you're passionate about something, is like it just shows, and it just things would just flow for you. Okay. Let's see, if you're dealing with an Aries, it feels like the Aries was giving you time and attention, but they're walking out. They're they're calling it quits here. 8 of Cups, 10 of Swords, but I think you knew that they had other options. If you're dealing with a Taurus, there's some sort of, I don't know, apology. I feel like they're also breadcrumbing you. I feel like the Taurus is gonna end up wanting to be single and independent. So maybe the Taurus nothing might happen. It could be just a friendship that evolves from there, not necessarily like a partnership. Okay. Gemini. Then with a Gemini wants connection, wants to message you, they want to see you, but they also have somebody here has financial difficulties. Like they don't have enough money to be out and spending, so you might have to pay for them. That's what it says. It says that it could also be that this Gemini is like just telling you things, but they're not going to show up. I'm going to leave that to you. Like if you feel like this Gemini is a phony, I feel like they are a phony. But if you feel like this person's being like honest, where they're like, oh, maybe we can go to the park because I don't have money, then they do want to take you to the park. They do want to get you some ice cream on a budget, but they do want that with you. If you're dealing with a Cancer, this Cancer is all about you. They do want long-term with you. They feel like the connection is divine. Just put it that way. Like it's a really good connection for them. I think they already fell in love with you. If you're dealing with the Leo, there's no forward movement right now with the Leo. The Leo has options. I feel like the Leo's confused on who they want to pick, but when it comes to the Leo, it's just there's no movement forward. Okay. If you're dealing with Virgo, they do love you. They see you as emotional fulfillment. Look at that. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands. They want you. You're the one. That's what they're saying. FedEx is here. All right. Libra. The Libra is holding back. It also feels like the Libra is making this whole connection move very, very slow. I don't see any commitment. I don't see any. I'm not saying that I don't see forward movement. I just don't see like a declaration of feelings or emotions anytime soon with this Libra. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio has a strong connection with you, a strong bond with you. They do love you, and they're going to show you. They're going to tell you that they do have feelings for you 100%. Okay, Lovers and the King of Cups. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, they do love you. They also want to get very intimate with you, because the Lovers is a card of you guys getting intimate, both connecting physically, mentally, and energetically. Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarius. Okay, the Sagittarius has other karma that they're dealing with. I don't think it's gonna work out with the Sagittarius. Justice and the Justice and the Tower signifies that there's some sort of um, disappointment here in this connection. It could be, I'm gonna say this, but I rather not. I mean, I'm gonna say it, but it could be that your Sagittarius. It could be that your Sagittarius has legal issues, and they might either go to jail, get deported, or it's just not gonna work out because of the legal issues that they have. Okay, if it's not legal issues, it's more like they're saying, um, we can't work out, or it's not gonna work out. Overall, the Tower is the last card, so it shows, and the Death card at the bottom of the deck, so it shows that they're saying it's just gonna be impossible. Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, is at a standstill until somebody speaks out, until somebody says something, does something. Somebody's waiting. Either the Capricorn is waiting on you, or you're waiting on the Capricorn. Again, the Hangman to me is like you have to make the move. You have to be the one saying, hey, what's going on, you know? And then you're gonna get clarity, whether is that clarity is I'm not into you, or I really want you, but I have this other thing that I'm working on, or whatever, you know. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius wants to come back. Maybe this is a past Aquarius. Hold on, let me see. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, if this is a new Aquarius, they're dealing with somebody from the past. Okay, they're still delegating, or they're still negotiating with somebody from the past. Yeah, it could be a third party. If this is a past Aquarius that you've dated before, I feel like they're making a they're choosing to come back to you and see if you guys can reconcile. All right. What was that? Aquarius. All right, Pisces. If you're dealing with a Pisces, it's going nowhere with the Pisces. It's going nowhere with the Pisces. I feel like there's gonna be a moment where you guys, with the Pisces, I feel like you guys are gonna disconnect, and then you guys are gonna come back together again. But it's gonna be cold. Like the whole connection, the whole thing is just getting colder by the second. Okay, I don't see you guys like committing. I don't see you guys hanging out anymore, but I do see you guys like, you know, reconnecting again, whether it's through messages or whether it's like through email. I don't know, but it's not physical. It's not physical. Like, you guys are not seeing each other physically. I really don't. I don't know. That Pisces might be a lost cause here. So okay, let's move on to Libra. Let's check your energy, Libra. Let's see where you're at right now. What's going on with you? Thank you so much for being here, liking and subscribing. Okay, stress. You stressed out, Libra? You stressed out? Master, not bad. Beyond illusion. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. But we'll give them to you because they flipped. Similar to some of the Virgo cards, you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, but it feels like when it comes to you, Libra. I'm getting like a lot of heavy energy. I feel like you're missing somebody, Libra. I feel like, my God. Oh my God. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so anxious right now with you, Libra. I feel like you've been feeling entrapped on some sort of situation, something here for a long time. Like, you can tell me that you've had some sort of, like, a person or a situation that you have been going on circles and it has been affecting you. I feel like you're numb to a lot of things in life for some reason. It feels like sometimes you don't fit in. It feels like you don't belong here. And I don't mean it in that way. It's just it feels like this reality for you is like it, maybe you have it okay, maybe you're doing fine financially, or you know, but it's just if you feel disconnected, Libra. I don't know why I want to say this, but it feels like you're living in the 5D instead of the 3D. Wait, is that even, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. The thing with you, Libra, is that maybe you're too smart. Maybe there is, you're showing up as a master. You're showing up as someone that a lot of people look up to. A lot of people look for, I don't know, like maybe advice and stuff like that. They see you as somebody who's very wise, who's been through it all, and maybe somewhat successful, very intuitive, very in tune with God, very in tune with the universe. But at the same time, is like there's you feel trapped, you feel disconnected, you feel like you don't belong, you feel like I don't know why I want to say this, but you feel like your time, maybe, I don't know, you're just not content. It's like your energy is all over the place, but it's just very heavy. Don't tell me you're the type of Libra that tries to favor everybody or tries to do everything for everybody. And when it comes, and when it comes for you, Libra, when it comes to you, self-love, or self-care, like genuinely, like to the point where you're alone and you're okay, or maybe you need that time alone, you don't do it. You rather, like you can say, like, for a guy, going and getting a massage, will be the way to feel or give yourself self-care and self-love. For a woman, will be like doing your nails and pedicure or whatever, but it's like you can't do it alone. You have to plan it with someone else. There's something about here that, the cards are saying is like it's time for you to like reconnect with yourself. Like you have so much wisdom and you have so much strength and so much power, and you are somebody who just influences people around you. People want to be around you, but when it comes to you, to your inside, to your, to how you feel trapped in. I don't know why I want to say like you feel trapped in this body, and I don't mean it like like some people say like, oh, I feel like a woman, but I'm a man in a body or whatever. Not like that. I mean like inside of you, like your soul wants to like shine through, and or maybe I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but to me it feels like, again, there's something more, and there's something that you haven't addressed, and it could be from your childhood. And I'm not here to poke your wounds or anything like that, but it could be that. It could be that something is holding you back because you haven't coped with it, and all you got to do is cope with it, and be yourself, free yourself from this imprisonment. Because when it comes to other people, when it comes to like, other people in other situations, you throw yourself at it, you put everything you have on it. But when it comes to you, and alleviating this pain, this hold down, this tie down, you do nothing about it. You're scared. And I always said this: if you get comfortable in the darkness, if you get comfortable in depression, if you get comfortable in the pain, the trauma, if you get comfortable on that, you're going to carry that for the rest of your life. It's when you say no more that you release that. You're not going to forget it. Whatever happened to you, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you haven't released, you're not going to forget it, but you're going to cope with it, and you're going to make yourself stronger to be able to walk through life it's like adding additional muscle to your to your shoulders and saying, I can carry that, and I'm not even gonna feel it anymore. It's like that's what happens. We cope with the past, but we cannot change the past. We cannot forget the past, because the past is what forms us. So we gotta enforce, or strengthen ourselves to be able to carry that, where it doesn't even bother us anymore. Like, it's just some sort of something that happened and that's it. But we can't forget about it, because whatever is written in the past is permanent. There's a shocking truth and revelation coming up for you. It's like maybe you are choosing to, like, step out of this entrapment, or this illusion that you've created. Okay, maybe you are choosing to heal. Maybe you are choosing to connect to your inner child here. I don't care if you're 80, 70, 90 years old. You're choosing to connect to your inner child and reconnect yourself again. You also have the comparison card, which Virgo had this card. I think a lot of some Zodiacs, a lot of Zodiacs had this card, but it's like comparing yourself to others. Why? For what? You're unique. Your situation is unique. Sometimes some people are going to be more, like, empowered, and they're going to be easier to, like, move along. Like, if something comes up in front of them, they're going to be able to, like, push through right away, when for you is going to take you maybe, I don't know, a day or two, but that's okay. But as long as you keep moving forward, and as long as you're addressing the issue and the problem, right? Maybe the fact that you have to go back and tie and connect to your inner child, maybe you postpone that for years, and now it's time to do it. And there's never a better time than now. Never a better time than now. Right now, You have two cards, and they're kind of pretty. I mean, I love this red one. It's kind of like red orange. Move beyond intentions to believe. Number 5. Look at that. That's the key right there. Connection to God. Maybe like reconnecting to your inner child. Like deep within you, there's a key that is going to set you free, because you are entrapped in some sort of dilemma or something like that. Magic happens when you most expect it. Number 44. I like that number. Look at that. There's a lot of purple. There's all kinds of colors here. Red, well, not red. Blue, purple, orange, and purple is a very, very powerful color. If you want to connect to higher self or to source. Move beyond intention to believe. Let's see, number 5. Move beyond intention to believe. Essential meaning: the importance of traditions and beliefs, working with a group, bringing your light to a conventional workplace, finding joy in a structured environment, shining your truth into the world, helping others, finding the key to your spiritual north, learning to be your own guru. So that last phrase, learning to be your own guru, comes from going within yourself and understanding really all that wisdom that you've created, generated, and held inside of you. Because there's a lot of information there. I am a believer that our DNA has a lot of information. So depending on where you're coming from, or your bloodline, there's information there. The thoughts, the battles, and everything. You're unique, and you're a very strong individual. and that's due to your, bloodline as well. So magic happens when you most expect it. Number 44. Magic happens when you most expect it. Essential meaning: a powerful sacred creator, the potential to call your dreams into reality, the awakening of forgotten energies, the subtle shift of your physical world as your mindset changes, the mysterious will of source, the divine, your subconscious mind finding and following the signs. So there's some sort of awakening. I feel like you're very wise. You're, again, remember what I said, like people do look for you. They do see you as somebody who can bring some sort of truth to something, right? Like you're very wise. Okay. They're seeing you as a master or someone who's been through a lot. I think that's what I said at the beginning of the reading. And I feel like it's your time to shine. It's your time to, like, it's your time to heal and experience love in a whole different level with a whole different meaning than before that. Well, at least you thought life was a certain way, but it's time for you to, like, open up. Stop running away. Stop running away, Libra. Stop running away. Stop running away, Libra. This is the second time I see this card, and I shuffled it already. Stop making excuses. Okay. When it comes to your friends and family, what do we have for friends and family here? For some of you guys, I feel like there's a new baby. There's a new addition to the family here. I also feel like there's a lot of energy when it comes to friends and family. Maybe your circle, they're pushing you to achieve a new level of yourself. So there's a lot of fiery energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with like maybe you're like a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but somebody's like lighting up a fire under your butt for you to, like, get going, for you to, like, wake up and open up, Somebody's saying here, hey, Libra, you can do so much. And I'm going to push you and I'm going to encourage you, but you have to do the work. You're the one who has to grab the tool and start crafting or start, shaping and shifting your entire body or your entire self. It's like you are the author. How are you gonna reconstruct yourself? I feel like you have a lot of support from your family. You also have a lot of love, but mainly is like it's like energy. It's like force. It's like strength. That your family and your coworkers, maybe your friends, are giving you. Encouragement. They're applauding to you, and they're telling you that you can do and you can be so much more. Yeah. I feel like you're creating some sort of circle, you're creating, I don't know, maybe like this could be like some sort of new custom to your friends or something like that, I feel like there could also be traveling, for you. For some of you guys, maybe your entire family, or you're just gonna move, and your entire circle and family is gonna be different. It's new and exciting as well. So I feel like some of you guys are planning on moving. Okay, it's time. It's time to it's time to revive. I don't know. Like there's something like I want to grab you. Like I want to grab you, Libra, and like kind of like slap you across your face so you can wake up. I don't know. That's not for all Libras, obviously, but there's a Libra out there. There's like you talk a lot, you show a lot, you show up with friends and family, but when it's about you, when it's about your life, your movement, your career, your legacy, it's like you lack. Like you're scared, you're afraid, and it's like no. It's like your family's telling you to like let's go, you know? Whatever idea you're giving or whatever you're proposing to your friends and family, they're saying let's go. You're accepted, you're loved. Big changes for you are coming up. Big positive changes I see. Huge positive changes. Change in energy. I feel like some of you guys might even like your family and your friends are encouraging you to go to the gym, and you're gonna look so freaking good. You have no idea. You're gonna be looking really good, Libra. Really, really good. Whether you're a guy or a woman. Shoot. Okay, here we go. When it comes to the heart and love, what do we have for Libra? Oh, is the heart frozen? Oh, are we holding back? I feel like we've been holding back from love, Libra. I feel like, you've been blunt. I feel like you protected your heart a lot, and I feel like you put this tough guy, tough girl type of energy when it comes to love. Like you don't show emotions. Like something about air signs that they don't really show emotions. They can communicate the emotions, like they can communicate and tell you things like I love you, I care about you, but feeling that, like feeling it or showing it in a different way, kind of like how a water sign will show it. With it feels like for you it's like you're telling somebody. I feel like you're dealing with someone here that you're telling them that you love them, that you're telling them that you care about them, that you want forward movement with them, but at the same time it's like maybe they don't believe you. Maybe they're telling you, well, prove it to me that you want me or something like that. Okay, for some of you Libras, I feel like it's time. You've held your heart in this casket for a long time, and it's time for you to bring it out and show the world really how you love. Could also be there's a fire sign here. If you're a single Libra, there's a fire sign. There's Leo, Sagittarius, strong Leo that you might want to talk to. Might want to text. There's somebody here that you've held in your heart. Fire sign, but strong Leo because of the strength card, and it's like you want to talk to them. Like you're curious, you're wondering, but you're not sure. You're still guarded. You also want to send a message of peace and truth to somebody that maybe you loved. There's something you want to communicate when it comes to your heart. Maybe you love somebody so much, and it's time for you to release them, or maybe say have a good life. I'll see you whenever, or I don't know. It's like releasing them, and you need to do that, because you've held somebody in your heart for so long, and I think that's going to be specific. I think that's going to be specific for a specific Libra, not all Libras, but I feel like it's time. Summer, maybe July with Leo season, maybe July, August for you is going to be great to find someone, if not now, but it's going to be really a really good time, a really, really good time. I feel like there's a Leo that you're interested on, and you want to talk to them. Okay, you want to talk to them. When it comes to money and finances or career, I feel like there's new opportunities here. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking to find better, I feel like word of mouth is going to be your thing, or asking other people, where they're hiring or what's available out there. Maybe asking people, what do you do for a living? Can I join, or can I jump on that? What's the process of me, making more money, or whatever. But I feel like when it comes to money and finances, I feel like you might be in a place where you're secure. It's not like you're overabundant, but you're okay, you know? I'll be honest with you, Libra. Some of you Libras out there are not even worried about money or career. You guys are more worried about like your emotions and stuff like that, love. But when it comes to like money and career, like you're fine, you're okay. You're at a job where you're like, oh, I can stay here for a little bit. It's cool. You know, I'm putting in the work, and so you're focused more on like balancing your emotions, showing affection, loving somebody or something like that, finding a soulmate. Crazy. Man, that's all I have. That's all I have. I feel like I'm taking too long for these readings, and my son is about to get here from school, and I'm gonna have to do a part 3. I think I only read for like 2 zodiac signs, maybe 2.5. All right, if you're dealing with an Aries, there's illumination coming in with the Aries. I feel like the Aries might actually want to talk to you. Ugh. Death card. So there's a definite ending with the Aries. Okay, it's like it's coming out to light, and either you're saying no, thank you, or they're saying, okay, well, you know what, never mind, we're good. Have a good life. Let's see if you're dealing with Pisces. Why did I say Pisces? Aries, Taurus. If you're dealing with a Taurus. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they're not making any moves, but they are interested in you. They feel like you're very attractive. They do love. They're very sexually attracted to you. If not sexually attracted, I feel like they really want this opportunity, this new beginning with you. Okay, I feel if this is a male Taurus, they really want to get with you. Like they want to show you a really good time in bed. But they're not sure if you're gonna want that. If this is a woman Taurus that you're dealing with, I feel like they're holding back a little bit, but they're interested. Don't go too fast with this Taurus though. Take it easy. Take it easy, Libra. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is gonna show you that they love you. This could also be somebody from the past. So if you have someone from the past, they're gonna show up again. If it's not somebody from the past, if this is a new Gemini, I feel like you're being put on the spot. The Gemini does have feelings for you, Libra, but they're gonna ask you, okay, so what are we? What are we doing? Are we friends? Are we gonna be? Are we gonna become something else? More than friends, or what? Let me see what possible outcome with this question. They want to be in a committed relationship with you. They want to move in together. They want to get married with you. They really do love you, but it's gonna be up to you. It's gonna be up to you if you want them or not with that Gemini. Cancer. Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, oof. Cancer's holding back a little bit. They have emotions for you, but they hold back. Very mysterious. They show you like little hints that they want you, but then they withdraw. I feel like they're trying to read you out. This Cancer is playing it safe. Okay. So if you really like the Cancer, continue to, you know, talk to them, because they want to see if you're balanced and if you're healed, whatever that is. I don't know if you guys have some sort of disagreement or something in the past, or maybe they're seeing you as maybe you have some sort of addiction problem or something like that, and they want to know that if you can handle it. Can you handle the relationship? Can you handle your addiction? Or maybe if you're drinking too much, can you handle that or not? So they're holding back a little bit, okay? If you're dealing with a Leo, oh, the Leo is all about you. The Leo is all about you. Yep. It feels like the Leo is waiting for you, or they're choosing you, vice versa. Maybe you're choosing the Leo, but Six of Wands is definitely like success when it comes to the, you know, to this connection. So I feel like there is a physical, you know, desire here. You also feel like it's going to be a very successful connection. The Leo is saying that, yeah, the Leo and the Libra, chef's kiss. That's what the Leo is saying. Let's see. Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, third party situation ain't going nowhere. In case you didn't know, heartbreak. You guys are going to break up. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. It's not going anywhere with the Virgo. Let's see. Virgo. Libra. Yeah, Libra. I don't know why, like my brain, ever since yesterday that I had this, you know, sinus pressure, and my brain literally felt like it was, I don't know, like being squished. I don't know. I got super confused. All right, so yeah, Libra. No, did I do Libra? No, Libra on Libra. If you're dealing with another Libra, they want to fix this and come back together. They want to heal the connection. If it's not a past Libra, then you are meeting a Libra that is going to put in all the effort to acquire like long-term with you. So marriage is the goal, and I feel like they're going to want to do that. I feel like if you find a Libra, if you're dealing with another Libra, you guys might actually match pretty good. Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio is choosing to stay single and independent. So I don't know. The Scorpio is going to tell you that they're not ready to commit. They're not ready to commit. That's what the Scorpio is going to tell you, okay? They're just going to do their own thing and be happy. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, there's an ending here with the Sagittarius. Yeah, it feels like it was very immature, or this Sagittarius is just literally, maybe they were very playful with you, giving you hopes and maybe dreams, or I don't know. But I feel like it's just not going to go anywhere. Ten of Swords. There's an ending there, and I feel like it's going to be a very... it's going to feel like they betrayed you or back. Maybe you'll find out that they were dealing with someone else, or they had someone else in the background or something like that, okay? That was Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn feels a strong connection with you, but this Capricorn is weird because they're choosing to explore other options. They know that you guys have a really good connection, but they're still confused about it. And so I feel like they're going to try to see what's out there before they commit to you. Yeah, the connection with the Capricorn might be put at a halt because there might be entertaining other people, okay? Especially with the 7 of Wands here. Boom. I mean 7 of Cups, not 7 of Wands. Boom. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, ooh, mucho bueno. The Aquarius is okay. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius doesn't know what they want, but they are showing you that they are interested in love. They are showing you caring, loving vibes. I don't know, but they're not ready to commit. They're not ready to commit. The Aquarius is just, they want to be independent, single and independent. They like being single and independent, and I feel like they're going through something deep down because at the bottom of the deck we have the moon, and that signifies that there's secrets that they're not telling you, or there's something that they're still dealing with and still processing internally, okay? Because this card has tears. It could be in regards to love or family, but it's something where they maybe once they clear all that energy, maybe they can commit to you. But their intentions are pure, and their intentions are to be truthful and honest with you. There is some sort of love connection here, but I feel like they're not ready to commit just yet. Pisces. If you're dealing with a Pisces, what a Pisces. What up, Pisces? If you're dealing with a Pisces, they want to work on this connection, but they're not budging. They're not changing. If there's something about this Pisces that you didn't like, and they're telling you, okay, I can work on that. It's like they do want to work on it, or they will work on it, but don't expect many changes, or don't expect that much of a change, because I feel like the Pisces is standing their ground when it comes to like their opinion, their thoughts, the way they are. They are not going to change, but they're going to try. I feel like they're also like questioning this connection. They're also saying, I don't know if this is even right. Okay, if you have some sort of disagreement with the Pisces, they're still on the outs. They're still like sticking to what they told you, and if they accuse you of being the culprit, then they're still sticking to that story. Oh my God. There's so many things I gotta do. Okay. We're on what? That was Libra, right? Was that Libra? Yeah, it's on the banner. Duh. I am lost, y'all. I don't know if I can do another Zodiac sign. I think I'm going to come back for the third part. I'm sorry. I'm going to come back for the third part later tonight, and I'm also going to do free tarot readings and super chats. So for sure tonight I will do that for you guys. Even if I don't do the third part, I am going to be up and running doing free tarot readings. If you see the live coming on and it says free tarot readings, make sure to just post your question, because I choose randomly. There's no line, there's no, like you can't, it's just gonna be random. And sometimes I get a lot of people and we get deep into it, and I mean, once I choose you, you have my undivided attention, and I do try to make it fast, but I also want to connect with you, and I want to talk to to you about your situation and what's going on, and cope with reality, and then, help you keep moving forward. That is the whole reason for the free tarot readings. I don't make much money off of it, but any donation, any super chat kind of works for me, and thank you so much if you do that. But again, if it says free tarot readings, do not super chat, because I will not put you in front of everybody because you gave a donation. Okay, it's just going to be random. If it does say paid questions, then usually there's a price like $2, $3 super chat or whatever. Then if you do a super chat, then I will put you first. But usually I do like a super chat and then a free question, a super chat, a free question, to get through. But I think this tonight is going to be free questions, no super chats, none of that. However many people I can read tarot for and connect with you and help you, and if you need just clarification, if you need some sort of like positive words, positive affirmations, I don't know, some words from me, I'll be here for you. All right, so I'm gonna stop it right here. I will continue again part 3. My son is about to get here from school, and I gotta make sure that he has food and he had a good day. My son is special needs, so he requires additional attention. I hope you understand. Remember that life starts with love. That's my slogan. Life does start with love, because the heart is the path to experiencing heaven on earth, if you didn't know that. So thank you so much. I will see you on the part 3, if not on the free tarot readings coming up later on tonight.